Welcome, mates, to the PAX vlog. That's right, mates. Today we'll be going to have a look at PAX today, just to see what it's like for PAX East 2025. This is my first PAX outside of Australia, so let's do that today. And this might be a shorter vlog than usual, but it is what it is. Alright, see you, mates, at PAX then. Oh, yeah. Alright, then, mates, welcome, mates, to PAX East. This is basically what it looks like, so I might give a bit of a, not a pan, but I'll just give you mates a bit of a half a pan. There you go. That's PAX East for you, mates. Cool. I'm at see mates the first thing then. And welcome to the exhibition hall. So let's have a bit of a look around here, shall we? Which I already did, but I thought I'd do it again. As you can tell from what you're seeing here, mates, is the merch store where you can buy some absolutely merch, which I bought yesterday. Up here, you can play some arcade games here, like the Angry Video Game 8-bit game, which is a bit something actually. And then on here, they're doing a crossover between the Magic the Gathering and Final Fantasy. That is a bit of interesting, actually. I never actually heard of anything like that. This is probably happens we don't look at video game stuff a lot of the times. But there you go, you can play Magic the Gathering and Final Fantasy. There you go. Interesting. Here we've got the Atari section, which is the Atari games, where you can play Mission Command Delta. Fair enough. We'll do this side first. We've got all this stuff here. Of course, the Atari section. This is the Marvelous section where you can play some of these games. You've got some lovely PCs. Actually, very lovely, actually, too. Look at that. That's beautiful. I love the inside. That's actually one of my favorites, actually, too. Here you can get some plushies here, mostly. No, it's not Power. It's not find something else. There's this game. Oh, you can play Dead by Daylight here, which is something I still need to play, actually. I'm not going to play it here, obviously, but when I get back to Australia, I definitely want to play Dead by Daylight, because I actually heard it's actually a really good game. Like, wow. Fair enough. There you go. Dead by Daylight. Excellent. Over on this side, we've got a university. They're developing a game at the moment, so that's pretty cool. PCs. These are like the vendor halls. And like, oh, you can buy graphics, you can buy PC parts here. That's cool, buy a graphics card behind you. Where you can buy old retro games too. Have a look at here actually.
Oh, you want NXT belt?
There you can get the Wii here. You can, oh my god, Disney Infinity. Wow. I wasn't actually not surprising. That's actually surprising, actually. Disney Infinity being at PAX. Damn. Fair enough, of all things. There are all the PS2 games up here. Imagine when I went to GameStop that earlier too. You go, oh, there's Disney Infinity. Again, which doesn't work on my Wii U, probably because my Wii is dying of age. GameCube games. There you go. Games, lots of new DS games, all of the SNES and N64 stuff there. Oh, you could buy the Disney Infinity, Wii U and PS3 playsets when they were very popular. Damn. Remember when Disney Infinity was very popular? Yeah, you can buy Game Boy games here. There you go. You can buy custom Switch controllers, third-party stuff. You get the idea. You can buy Super Mario 3D All-Stars here. That's funny. That is funny. There you go. It's pretty much the same thing over here. Over on this side too, we've got Blackmagic. If you don't know who Blackmagic are, I recently upgraded my editing softwares to DaVinci, which is owned by Blackmagic, which is an Aussie company. I'm surprised they're actually here because I'm a video editor, and I'm also very happy that they're here. It's really cool. I love DaVinci, and I recommend it. It's basically Adobe Premiere. If you use Adobe Premiere, you know what I'm talking about. But if you've used Adobe, it's basically a cheaper version of Adobe because you have to worry about paying subscription, and it's free. And the free version is one of the best free versions I've ever used. So I recommend it. If you want to do that professional editing, but you don't want to do the Adobe, DaVinci is a good program for you. Anyways, enough waffling. So we got all the t-shirts that you can buy. We'll go over here actually. Have a look at here too. I've been to this store a few times back when I went to PAX Oz. They're a company called Sanchi. This is where I bought my Makoto plush here for, and I actually got some 2 new plushies which you'll see soon. But you can have all the Persona stuff here. You can have Doki Doki Literature Club, Stardew Valley, which again I already got plenty. Have a look at here actually. I'll show what I bought if it's still there. We'll have a look at here too. We got Morgana, sorry, a bit tired. Mimikyu, Pokemon stuff. She's here. I'll show you who I bought. So that's Futaba up there and Ryuji. Finally got 2 of the plushies. I still need to get Anne and Joker and Fox. And that's and Akechi too. I wonder if there is actually an Akechi plush, but they don't actually sell it. If there isn't, Sanchi, you gotta work on that. Because I want it. Just some games there. This is where you can buy mouse pads, which I already did buy, but there you can get some really cool mouse pads here. Things. Over there too, in Overleen. Over on this side, you've got styling boxes, where it's basically mystery boxes. You can get stuff like Miraculous, Hellfire. Yes, MLP. Yes, MLP at a gaming convention of all things. It is a bit weird. I mean, but to be fair, when I went to PAX Australia, which I didn't film, I saw someone dressed up as an MLP character, which is fair enough. But there you go, MLP mystery boxes. I'm not going to get it here because it's going to be too big, but I'll see anyways. I'll probably get it when I get home. And we've got die-up games, which you can get all these old games here, like the Wii, the GameCube, the N64, the Dreamcast, the Genesis. And you can play the original games as well, which is awesome. There's nothing on this side, isn't it? Cool, just empty spaces with stages. I think there's some more things here too, because it's like a double thing. There you go. And you can get mouse pads here. I think some of them are actual YouTubers and VTubers as well, actually, which is awesome. I think I saw Iron Mouse there too. If you don't know who Iron Mouse is, if you don't watch Twitch, she's a very popular VTuber who has CVID, Common Variable Immune Deficiency, whatever it's. I think that's what it's called, anyways. And she's a VTuber as well, and she's a really good VTuber. I actually really like her, so I recommend her. We got indie games here. But you got some games here. Then you can get like dice. Oh, this is more of the RPG stuff, which I'll still show in here. But this is basically more of the RPG section here, so fantastic kickery, pin collection, tea time adventures, cheer up games. Oh yeah, this way you can get mouse pads. There's another place you can get mouse pads too. There's also the Razer section, which I'll have a look, even though I don't really have any Razer products anymore, but that's right. Yeah, when I do the next setup tour, mates, I'll be getting rid of one of my Razer products, my mouse pad, as that's my only Razer product I still own, but I'm going to be unplugging it when I get home. And actually, by the time you will have seen this, I've already would have done that. I got a new mouse pad lately, and I think it's bigger than the other one which I used to own, so I will be unplugging it. I'll just have a regular mouse pad. It's not that it's a big of a deal, it's just a mouse pad. I'll explain in a minute. I'll explain when I get, I'll explain, I won't do it here, but I'll explain later about why I don't use Razer products anymore. So we'll go past Among Us 3D, which is just Among Us, but in 3D, three-dimensionals. Well, why do I always have, you know what 3D is, why do I even need to say that? And this area specializes in desks, which they look really, really nice, actually. think they're standing desks. They are actually our standing desks, which I love. I know people are going to be like, you know, oh, well, why do you use a standing desk? You know, people like to sit down. Yes, people do like to sit down, obviously, and I do too. But the reason I got a standing desk too is because I like also being energetic in videos. If I'm sitting down and being energetic, it makes it a bit boring. Another thing too is just I like to be also a bit healthier and keep my back support straight, so having a standing desk really helps. You don't need to do it all the time, obviously. It's the same thing as sitting down. I don't do it all the time too, but there you go. That's one of the reasons why I have a standing desk, and I'll kind of just plan to do another setup to it later this year, so that's coming up soon. Cool. Okay, now this is the RPG stuff. We've got dice thrown over here. Yeah, this is more like tabletop type of games, which is fine, but I don't think I need to. And over there too, which you can't really see, is the autograph section, but we won't be doing that, so oh well. Over on this section here, we've got the Canon area. So there goes. Some of these streamers here that you see on the screen are using Canon and Razer products. There you go. You can see what one of them looks like. You've got the Razer mic here, and you've got the Rode mic, which is a really good mic up, by the way. And then you got the Canon products. There you go. Well, I say it's a good mic. I mean, I don't use it, but that's because, you know, I use the Elgato low profile one, because as a streamer, I like the low profile of it. It just makes it nice and clean. Or not only makes it nice and cleaner, but because it won't be in the way, and when you do shots like this, you don't actually see the microphone. I will be getting a new mic this year though. I should be getting 2 mics. It's probably one of the reasons too why the audio sounds a bit weird. I don't have my lapel mic on me because it died. So I will be getting a new mic this year. And it'll be a more better one too, so there you go. Anyway, here's the PC area. Here is the PC area free play, which I was just in. There you go. There's Game Beast, and there's one of their computers, which is an Intel, which that actually might actually be a badass computer actually. So there you go. Coming up, mates, is the stadium. Oh, the stage right in the middle, the arena. Sponsored by Razer. There it is.
Pax Arena. Are you ready to meet one of these players? about to get into the top 8. Put your hands together for Green!
There you go. This is the tour of the race stuff. It's all green. And here's the race section, mates. There you go. You get the Razer headphones, the Razer chairs, Razer mics. There you go, here's the mics. Cushion, Razer computers. You know. There you go, that's the Razer section. Over on this side, we've got a big game coming out very soon, or when this is recorded, will already be out. Elden Ring, something. I think it's Night Raid. That's a game coming out on May 30th. But when this is uploaded, it already would be out. So that's very exciting. I still gotta play Elden Ring, by the way, mates, because I heard it's actually really good. Okay, we've got the Pokemon here. Nintendo's not here, surprising, but Pokemon is. It's a bit weird because the Switch 2 is coming out, so you'd think that they would have the Nintendo section. Oh well, it's what it is. Here's the Lenovo section. We could just play some of their games, which I'm not. I can maybe show you one of the PCs. They're big boy. Then we'll go to Samsung section. There you go. There's their GeForce RTX 5080, which I heard is the most powerful gaming capture at the moment. So that's really good. There you go. With that curved monitor. Here's the Samsung section. Here. I can show you the streaming stuff.
Her back. She's so lonely.
Here's their streaming section, where it's currently on thing, but they've got Stream Deck Plus. They've got a wave and they've got the mic. So there you go. And this is where you can play, you know, PUBG on a mobile with the monitor, which is a bit weird. I'm not really a big fan of that, to be honest. And here's my section, the Alienware section, which are going to show the new PCs lately, which is amazing. This is their monitors, which is great. Actually, I was playing this the other day, that new Metaphor game, which is it's not on my wish list as I already own it, so I will be doing a video on it when that comes out soon. I can't tell which one. And over here, mates, in the Alienware section, we've got Beacon, which is a streaming company. And they've got their microphone here, which is their Beacon mic with the RGB on it. And you can test it out too, which test, it's picking up real good. This is one of their dynamic USB mics, which I've actually heard is one of the best. I know this because I watched Harris Heller, or Senpai Gaming, he actually really likes this mic too. And underneath it is their Beacon Studio, which I don't know if I'll be able to get a good shot of it, but if you can see from behind it there, if you look behind it, there's there's a headphone thing, XLR jack there, headphone jack, and there's 2 USB ports. This little thing is an audio interface for XLR mics, but it's got 2 USB ports in the back of it, which means you can plug in 2 different PCs at the same time, which is really good for dual PC setups, you know, like you and me, for example. And this is their mixer, so you can dial in all their audio stuff. It's basically the same thing as home, well, not exactly the same, but because mine does everything else, but this is basically just for audio, which is really good too. And this is their mic too. If I hit the mute button, actually, I think this also mutes too. Oh, one of them does anyways, but there you can switch between mute to audience or mute to chat. But I think if you also mute it in a way to, there's a way to mute it. I think I can do it up here actually. There you go. If I mute it, that goes red, but this also goes red as well. But there you go. That's basically that mic, and it partnered up with Alienware too. Surprisingly, it's actually really good. And that's the Beacon Studio. The studio's before the XLR one, and if you just want a simple version, the dynamic USB mic is really good. I don't have a dynamic mic. I still use a condenser mic to this day, but I will be upgrading to a dynamic soon. if you wonder why I'm upgrading to a dynamic compared to a condenser, condensers are really good at picking up more voices. I'll switch it here. Condensers are really good at picking up more of your voice, so it's really good for singers and all that stuff too, which you probably think, well, if you want a voice that picks up a lot more, downgrade to a dynamic, which does the complete opposite. Well, like I said, as a streamer, you don't want to pick up too much of your keyboard noise, and I also want to try an XLR mic and see how I feel about it, so that's why I'm thinking about upgrading to that soon. But yeah. Okay then, mate, so I'm currently upstairs at PAX. We've got the Red Bull Creating Club up there. It's gonna be a bit of a ballroom, but I'm sorry, mate, I thought we'd just come up here anyways. Then in here is nothing in there. There's the dashboard for you. There you go. Over here we got the abattoirs. I don't know what that is actually. There's Boston for your mates as well, in case you are wondering where I am. I know, right? Surprise. Here we got the speedrun stage. I was actually here the other day, yesterday too. They were doing a stream. You can play Sonic stuff over here. Excellent. There you go, there's the speedrun stage. Streaming on Twitch. Pops Jazz Pop what's on at the moment. Minish cap, fair enough. Excellent. I won't be watching it because I've got to go after this. I'm filming this on day 3. We've already left the hotel. But you won't see this until a month, and it'll be the first video before I actually do the Boston flight to North Carolina. So as of this recording, I'll be on a plane very soon to North Carolina. So you'll see that vlog after this one. Also, I'm sorry if the video seems a bit down or like thing. I'm just recovering from a cold. I'm okay, obviously. There's nothing down, but this just goes around. But I thought I'd show you what it looks like from around. And here we are, mates. We're back at the very beginning. I'm not going to show you downstairs as it's just a food area, so I won't be showing the food area, obviously. But there you go. And down there is PAX. And here's actually the main entrance. I didn't actually get to film this, but there's actually the main entrance before you actually go into the actual exhibition hall. There you go. Cool. Alright, mates, I'll see you mates back at home then. Oh, yeah. Alright, mates, so I've did PAX now. It was amazing. PAX East 2025. That was awesome. Like I said, I normally would do a PAX Australia, but I didn't really get a chance to do PAX Australia. Well, it's not until October, so I haven't had a chance yet. But, you know, I thought I'd do PAX East. So this vlog, there might be 2 PAXs that I'll be doing for videos. So they'll be coming up very soon. Yes, I'm tired. It's what it is. I'm going to end the video here. So thank you, mates, for watching. And I'll see you, mates, when we're about to leave for North Carolina. Alright, see you, mates, later.
Motherfucker.